Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I also hope that you took advantage of our last full moon. That moon was definitely charged to help us feel recharged. Yeah. So this was the type of moon that we could just take time for ourselves and just chill and just be. Sometimes it's good just to be. So I hope you did that, my friends. So here we are, once again, tapping into the messages of the universe. And I'm super excited to be able to deliver some really good news to you. That's always my purpose. That's the reason why I do this. So that I can provide information that can help people feel better. Especially in those moments when we're feeling challenged and confused. Of course, this is a very overall reading, so it may not describe everybody's situation, but yet you can still benefit from the information. The good thing too is that you can always come back, okay? If it doesn't resonate now, it may next time. You never know. A lot of times we need to hear information more than once to get more from it. So keep that in mind. So, okay, so when I look at the forces that are working with you right now, Sag, they basically brought me to the area of work. So there is a strong focus right now in your work life. And it's all about bringing prosperity. This is a time where you're feeling quite motivated to put a lot of those goals and projects that you've had into physical manifestation. This is the time where you are being acknowledged at work. You are being brought to take a role of leadership. Yeah, so some of you may get a raise or may get to change positions. You know, you've been waiting for that recognition where you get to you get that position that you've been wanting to for a long time. That job opportunity. But whatever it is, Sag, the one thing is that whatever you do is going to be good. It's going to bring prosperity. A strong energy that is coming here and supporting you along this, time, this cycle is Venus. And as you know, she's the God of prosperity and love. So there's going to be a very strong connection here with people that are interested in what you have to say, okay? Now, one of the things that you will be very helpful as you're doing this is to practice every morning before you get up from bed appreciation. Okay, this is a very elevated emotion that will help you connect with a lot of those vibes or, energies. Remember, energy is always, it has information. So you want to communicate with a lot of those vibrations that will bring you inspiration, understanding, clarity of what you need to do. Appreciation is also about feeling gratitude. Gratitude for the things that we have. And even when we don't have them, it's all right. We're excited just to know that everything is fine, that we are being taken care of. Here you're feeling right now, Sagittarius, very intuitive, it's like you're daydreaming. You feel like you're in a cloud. And that is part of what Neptune is doing here. Neptune is the avatar of Pisces. So isn't it interesting that we have here Neptune, Pisces, and Capricorn? A lot of water next to Earth. So one of the things here is that a lot of that inspiration that you're feeling, right, that expansion is coming from Neptune. Pisces, they tend to be very friendly people and accommodating. So part of why you're feeling like that, you're very, very available right now, and you're being very flexible, around the people that you're attracting, what is being asked of you. But the one warning here, okay, they're giving you is don't settle. Whatever you do, it's good to be open and receptive. It's good to work with other people, not take anyone for granted, but don't forget your goal. In many cases, especially when we're working with Capricorn, deals with Saturn. And Saturn is the god of habit. It's the one that loves, structure. So, you got to make sure that as you're doing that don't become rigid. There are many people that have a very difficult time dealing with change. So when you bring new ideas, these are the people that always oppose and resist because they love to just, follow the daily routine. And even though it may not be working, but it's what I know. So here you are, right? You're being inspired by universal forces to bring new ideas and implement them. You're being given how to do it. But you got to make sure that as you are in a position to do this, that you can bring everybody to cooperate. There's a lot of feminine energy around you, and you can be a man. I could be reading for a man, but just know that there's a lot of feminine energy around you. And women, they are great. They are a great energy to have on your side to help you go through this change because they can be very flexible. However, the one thing you need to avoid with women is to play favor. If you can get women on your side, boy, you're in good shape because they are actually the universal force that is very flexible when things are, when there is an idea, right? When there's an opportunity to change for the better. But you got to get them on board. And this is where sometimes, we have to lower our emotional volume and not get too caught up in other people's limitations, especially women, because women, sometimes they can be a little catty, and please, with all due respect, with all of the feminine energy out there, but this, sometimes there is jealousy, sometimes there's all kinds of emotions that, it's just part of, what we do sometimes. But when you are in a role of leadership, my dearest Sag, this is the time where you cannot take sides. And you cannot filter a lot of what you hear around you through your own personal emotions. And that's what makes a good leader. And you can imagine, because I'm sure you can relate to this, that a lot of times when we go to those jobs where you have a boss that all of a sudden treats somebody else better than you because they know each other, that sucks. It does. So you don't want to end up doing that. You want to be able to say, I am here and I am here to be able to share with you and implement a method that is going to help everyone if we all cooperate. And then figure it out which are the people that you can really rely on to set the stage and then create that ripple effect where get everybody else on board. So to be able to know, as you move through all of these changes, you need to use appreciation as the tool to get you connected with that part of you that has the ability to give you the information as you go. Now, remember, you live in planet Earth, and there are extreme energies that we're dealing with all the time, and it is through our higher understanding that we can take this energy and cooperate. So with Neptune here, one of the things that you have to avoid is delusion or confusion. Pisces, as I said, very, you are right now thinking like a Pisces, right? Very accommodating, very friendly, very easy to talk to, and that's one of the qualities that you're dealing with. However, Pisces, when they get hurt, they shut down. If you press a Pisces button, they just totally shut down. And all of a sudden, it's like you don't know what the heck happened. Because they may end up just not talking to you, and you're like, but what did I do? Because, that's just the way. And then, boy, they can come across and they can be brutal sometimes in their delivery. So here you have, like, the two faces of, Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, one minute they're great, and the next minute you're like, what did I do? Now, of course, this is not for every Pisces. You know what I mean? So, and this is not really, I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just trying to explain aspects of the personality of some of the signs that I'm dealing with here. And Pisces, some Pisces can be that way. So here, of course, you are, the universe is explaining to you an aspect of this energy that is supporting you that you need to be clear so that you're not surprised, right? So 3 and 3 is a vibration that you're dealing with, as well as 7, 7. 7 is the number of creation as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so here you are being guided by spirit. So a lot of these feelings that you're having, that are coming from deep within the self, right? It's not just a physical thing. And it's from there that you are receiving this source of this wealth of nourishment. Now with 3, it's about what are you going to do to, make these energies, right, that sometimes these loose ends to cooperate. Because it is through our cooperation and it is through the support of others that you're going to be able to make your projects into, a system that can be used. So when I look at your energy, Sag, right now in the heart of your reading, again, the Empress is coming and saying this is a time of prosperity, Sagittarius. I'm being goofy. So yes, this is a time of a lot of prosperity. It's giving birth. It's like the birth of a child, right? Is that time where you're, you've had all of these ideas, and it's your turn. It's your time. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be in the spotlight. But, a lot of times I always say this, are you ready? Because we can spend a whole lifetime talking about the things we want, and, there could be many of those moments where opportunities come and we miss them because our mind is somewhere else. And a lot of times we want to be rich, but we don't think rich. A lot of times we want a home, but we don't know how to think to get that home. So, you have to be that vibration before you're able to work with it. You know what I'm saying? So, not unless you feel abundance, you won't be abundant. So if you are already feeling like a leader, capable of handling any situation, no matter how bad it is, and then, my friend, you are ready. And believe me, the universe will create the experiences for you to demonstrate that. So if you went for, you apply for, a different position at work that is going to pay you more, and you didn't get it, well, you got to think what was in your head as you were doing this, because if your emotions were only, addressing insecurities, you're not going to get that job opportunity. So, it all comes back to ourselves. Where are we at? But here, okay, I am tapping to some Sagittarius that are ready. You've done the work, you have the clarity, and you know that you're capable of doing this. And the universe is saying, okay, not a problem. You say you're capable. I'm feeling that you're doing all that you need in order to show this. Now we're going to put you in that situation so that you can, demonstrate your skills. Because, Sag, you have the knowledge and the experience. So here, you're being put in a place of authority where people are coming to you because of your knowledge, your understanding of this skill. I see you here searching and looking to attract and to find many of those people that are, going to support you along this cycle, this evolution. So you're attracting a lot of that. I see a lot of prosperity here. And what a better time than as we're moving towards the end of the year, the holidays, as you are entering your, isn't it Sagittarius? Let me see. I think it's coming up. Your birthday, Sag. Yep, it is. So what a better time that for your birthday you get your heart desires. Especially with work, because this is, like I said, this is a lot of work related. Now, I am picking up here some of you who have a boss that is a female, okay? And if you've been sort of, like brainstorming about whether to speak to this person and ask for help, the answer is yes. This person will listen to you and help you. But make sure that you first clear away a lot of your emotional discomfort before you speak to this person. Here with the Queen of Cups and Strength, they're talking about making sure that you remove a lot of that mind, ego talk, and just sit down and express what you think and what you know and how you feel in a way that your emotions are not speaking. Because this is the thing about feminine energy. It's, when we're, and your, by the way, your reading is all about feminine. And we're talking, feminine energy is our emotions. It's expressing our ideas. It's nourishment. It's love. It's, it's that flexibility that a woman has when she deals with any type of situation and does it with caring and love. So we have to avoid manipulation, okay? Because that's an aspect of the feminine energy when it wants to go after something. It has an incredible capacity of using emotions to manipulate. And I'm not trying to offend you here. I'm just knowing this is a quality of this energy. Men manipulate through the mind, right? Mind games. So with the feminine, we got to be very clear and say, a lot of times we say, well, I want that raise or I want that position because, I've been here for so many years and there are people that have come after me and they're getting opportunities and I'm not. And I always say it has nothing to do with other people. This is because you deserve it. You have what it takes, you're qualified, and now you're ready. So make sure that when you're going after something, that it's not because somebody else is getting whatever. It's, you are a whole different reality. So be clear about that and don't let a lot of those feelings sometimes that we have of resentment or, insecurities to get in our way. I see some of you moving away from your job too, where you feel like, you're done and it's time to move on. But for those of you who have that opportunity in your job right now, in your company, remember, those that have a boss that is a woman and is in a place of authority, she's the person to go to. So if you're going through a situation where, there is a conflict, or whether it's about money or getting a raise or, getting a better position, this person can help you. Of course, make sure you wait after Mercury goes forward. And I would even suggest, look at your chart and see where is Mercury right now stationed, in which house. That's always very helpful. It makes you feel more confident. And, when it comes to confidence, you guys, I always say, hey, whoever is willing to come to help me and, support me in that way, I am digging that, Now, when I look at your love situation, I did want to check that. And it was just interesting because I was so guided to clarify whatever career, challenge or situation you have going on, that I thought, well, what about love? And here it's telling me that those of you who are single right now and exit a relationship not long ago, that the decision that you made was very positive. So if you're questioning it, now it was very positive. That actually, with the Wheel of Fortune here, the moving away, the letting go, right? The breaking away of that connection was the best thing you could do. And now I see a lot of you feeling really good about yourself. Sometimes, we're better alone than being in bad company. Now, there is something here that is happening, though, that some of you are, remembering, having some sort of, give me a moment here to be able to translate this. And this is where I get, I'm feeling a sense of heaviness in my heart. Just give me a minute, Sag. It's like you're remembering somebody that you lost. Some of you are mourning. This is the word. You're mourning somebody that you lost, like a father figure or a grandfather, somebody that you really loved. And somehow it's like, in this moment you're connecting with your energy. And I'm getting here that they're around you and they're guiding you and loving you and letting you know that you're not alone, that you're being protected and guided by them, and that sometimes they do little tricks to let you know that they're next to you. That, it's time to, feel confident with your abilities and that they're there and they're enjoying and they're definitely motivating you to overcome this cycle of your life. Does this make sense? I hope it does. Especially, I'm picking up here, females. Yeah, it's just very, very feminine energy. And if you're a man, it's like it's your father or grandfather. But I'm feeling like this is more geared towards women. I don't know why. So there is like, like a yearning, or, like a sadness around this connection. Also, I am sensing here a father figure also remembering you, like there has been a distancing between like father and daughter, father and son, and you have a father figure here, like wanting to reconnect. And if this is the case, Spirit is saying, please do it. Forgive and let go. Especially during this time of prosperity that you're having, it's good to, sort of harmonize and reconcile a lot of those things in our life that we haven't. So if you want to start a year with the, in the right foot, they're saying, hey, like give people the opportunities, forgive. The energy, the emotion of forgiveness, it lets go of a heavy weight, So it's a very healing energy, very soothing for the soul. So, and it doesn't mean that when you forgive that, you got to put yourself in a place of vulnerability at the mercy of somebody's, maybe, limitations, but it's just being able to say, it's okay, I forgive you. And it's really forgiving that person, but also forgiving yourself. The most important thing is that for us to forgive ourselves. And then we're able to forgive others and just, cultivate that love for the self to help you heal through this process. But somebody here is definitely, longing and, like missing you. Not only somebody that passed, but somebody that's still, in physical form. I pick up a lot of that somebody has passed and moved into the spirit world with this here, and they're definitely connected to you, and they're supporting you, and they're guiding you. It's like there is a love, a deep love here. Also, I see, and that's the thing, because the energy feels so intense. And this is something that happens to me, Sag, like I've been doing tarot for a while, but it wasn't until recently that I started doing like this. And if you could see, like I started doing it just for Virgos, and then now, I'm being asked to do it for different signs. But, I've been in this path for many years, and in 2009, I had a Kundalini awakening, and that was kind of like the initiation that I had to completely, really follow and, cultivate myself, as a soul, having this physical experience. So, I've gone through a lot, and to this point, or to this day, I do meditation morning and night to help clean my energy. And that is one of the ways that, I make sure that I'm not letting my own emotional perceptions to get in these readings. But when I tap with, such a large vibration, in videos like this, sometimes I feel that, massive connection. Imagine jumping into the ocean and trying to swim from, one continent to the next. So a lot of times if there's a lot of different options or a lot of different currents of vibration, I feel that. So it takes me a little bit to like decipher that and, put it in an order that I can communicate it to you guys and make sense. And here, I see a lot of different stories happening with a lot of different people as I'm tapping to your energy. And, I see like here, a relationship, like a commitment between somebody that, you know, between two people that a person is older than the other and you're remembering them or they're remembering you. Also the relationship between daughter and father, son and father. I mean, it's just crazy, you know, like what I'm connecting to here. But there's definitely some people here that have lost someone they loved recently. And there is that, you know, longing to connect with these people, and they're just letting me know that, you know, they're with you. So anyways, I am going to close the reading by reminding you about the law of attraction, okay? This is one of the physical laws that we're constantly dealing with, and it's important to remember that whatever vibration we have going on, okay, whatever symphony we're playing, it's what it's attracting, it's what we're attracting. So just know that every thought that you think that is directed towards what you want for your future is of great benefit to you. Every thought that you're thinking about your future that you do not want is a disadvantage to you. Whether thinking of vitality, health, or decline, disease, you are pre-paving your future. So, happy Thanksgiving, Sag. Don't forget to love yourself. Enjoy this time around with your family, with your loved ones, with your friends. And just know that the universe is supporting you and is loving you. You have here Venus on your side, making sure that you receive what you deserve. Just surrender to that inner knowing that is guiding you right now and trust strongly into that intuition. You're very much being guided to succeed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.